Hello, welcome into my workshop and welcome to the show Creations in Clay. My name is Louis Palladini, and tonight I'd like to do an animal that everybody is extremely familiar with, and everybody loves a puppy. I want to do a German Shepherd puppy dog, and I will show you how to make that from start to finish, and I'll show you how to do some of the basic painting on it. And I've always admired German Shepherds. They're beautiful animals and very protective dogs. But I'll show you the types of clay that you can use. There is an we'll do the oil-based clay first. There's an oil-based clay such as this, which can be used over and over again. It never hardens. It's a great clay to use. I used to use this a lot when I was a little kid, and I'd make all kinds of whales and dolphins and sharks. And then when I got tired of them, I'd make something else, another type of maybe elephants or something. Another type of clay that you can use is an air hardening clay such as this, which will harden in a couple of hours or overnight, and you can paint it, and that's a very good clay to use for that. The only disadvantage is you can't use it again. My preference for the clay is a clay called Super Sculpey, which can be used, fired in the oven at 275 degrees for about 15 or 20 minutes. And you can sand it, and you can make a tremendous amount of detail with it. I'll show you the size balls of clay that we can use. And right here we have, this is the size ball we use for the body. This is the size ball that we will use for the head. And then we're going to have 4 smaller balls here, and we're going to use those for the legs, and this small ball here we're going to use for the tail. So the first thing that we're going to do is I'll show you, we're going to make the body of the dog. I'll show you the unpainted version. Right here, we're going to make this body right here without the legs, and then I'll proceed to do the head. So the first step in the process is we're going to take this for the body, and I want to take, you can just, just kind of make that almost into like a potato-like shape. And I'll show you, just work it with your fingers like that. Just like that. And now we're going to proceed to make the head. So I'm going to take the head right now. I'm going to take this round ball of clay here, and we're going to attach it like this. Just like this. Just like that. See how I'm just going to work that together. And I want to show you another thing. Instead of, a lot of times we take a ball of clay and we do the snout. Well, I'm going to pull it out, and I'm going to show you what the snout should look like, or the nose. See this piece right here? I want to take and show you how to make that, and we're going to pull it out of the piece that's part of the head, and I'll show you how to do that. We're going to take this, so take this and take your fingers and just kind of go around like this. See, I'm kind of pulling that out. We're going to just pull out like that. We're going to create that snout. Just kind of work it like that. See how the shape that it's starting to take? And then we're going to, I'll try to flatten that out from the front, but just kind of pull, just like that. And I want to make sure that, so when you're finished, see the shape of the snout or the nose? You see how I kind of flatten that out in the front? That's what it will look like from the top. That's what it will look like from the other side. That's what it will look like from the underside. So another thing I want to do too is take and kind of push, see how I'm pushing my fingers in a little bit? I want to kind of make some indentations where the eyes are going to go. Just like that. You can take that, and that's what we're going to be making the eyes. The next thing that we want to do is we want to make the legs. And I'll show you how to do that. We're going to take these 4 small balls of clay that I have here. and we're going to make like little logs out of them. So what we're going to do is we're going to take and just roll these, try to make, see how I'm kind of rolling on the table, and you make a nice little log shape. Just like that. See that? And then we're going to do the same for the other three. So I'm going to take this, roll on the table, like that, and do that, and just kind of pull that out, just like that, and do that. And we're going to do the other two legs. I'm not even going to roll those on the table. Sometimes you can just pull it with your fingers like this. And just kind of, I'll show you. You're going to make that log shape, but then we're going to almost make like a little triangle shape. See that? And then you kind of just twist it like that. See how I twisted it? And we're going to do the same for the other one. So I'm going to take this and just kind of work it like that between your fingers. And just like that. And what we're going to do is make that triangular shape now. See how we're doing that? And we'll do that. I'll show you how to attach the legs. We're going to take the legs now, and I'm going to put that on the side just like this. See that? We can attach it just like that. And we'll proceed to attach another leg here. I want to make the body a little longer. We'll attach that there, like that. And then we'll proceed to do the other side. We'll attach this over here. Just like that. And then we'll put this right over here on this side. Just like that. Kind of work it in like that. And then what I might do is, I do have a trusty little toothpick over here, or a couple of them. These can be bought in, a supermarket, or, what I like about these, they're double pointed. You gotta be very careful with them because they're sharp. But you can take, when you flip this dog over, see this how you can just take and work the clay from the underside like that and push it up against the clay to make sure that it's attached. And we're gonna do that for all four legs. See, I'm just kind of pushing that like that. And then we're gonna do this right here, this leg here. And then we're gonna do this one over here, just like that. And I'll just take a look. What I want to do too is kind of take my fingers and go under like that and kind of create that little bulge for the belly to make it look like it's coming down. So then the other thing that we want to make is I want to make the tail. We'll put him on the table like this. And we're going to take this, and I'm going to take this little piece here and almost make it into almost like a carrot shape. So I'm going to move this aside, put this down on the table, and we're going to do this. And go back and forth like that. Just like that. See, it kind of has a carrot-like shape? And then what we're going to do is we're going to attach it right here on the back. Right there. Just like that. That's the tail. Then what we're going to do is, using the additive technique, I want to make a couple of ears. I'm going to take some clay off here, and I'm going to create some ears. So I'll probably take a clay ball about that size, and I'll make 2 of those. Now I'm going to proceed to get some more clay like that and roll it. just like, I'll try to make them roughly the same size. See these? And now what we want to do is I'll show you the shape that we want to make. On our unpainted model, see the ear here? That's the shape we want. See how I attached it? We're gonna make two of those. I'll show you how to attach it to the head. So you take this, take your fingers and just kind of flatten it out like this. Just like that. So I'm kind of flattening that out. But see the shape that I'm making? See how it's almost like a upside down U? Let's do that. And I'm going to attach that to the head roughly about here. See how I'm going to do that? Take that and just kind of work that in like that. And then we'll do the other side. We're going to take this, make that U shape. I'm flattening it out. See how I'm flattening it? Just like that. Just like that. And see how that, we get the upside down U again. And I flatten it out, and I'll take and I'll put that on the other side. Just like this. See that? And we kind of just work it in like that. Just like that. And then the next thing that we want to do is we'll probably make the nose. So what I'm going to do is I'll show you, we're going to take another little piece of clay here. Just like this, a small piece of clay like this. You can see that. And we're going to put that, and then what I like to do is take this, I'll flatten it a little bit, and almost create almost like a triangular shape. Like this. See that? And what we're going to do is we're going to place that in the front of the dog's nose. We might have to take some off because it looks like I made it a little too big. So the subtractive technique, see how I'm just kind of working a little bit of that excess clay off. And I just want to look at it myself now to make sure it's roughly the size I want. And what we're going to do is to make the nose, you know, you want to go like this. And then we'll do it from the other side to make the nostrils. So I made the nose. And then what we're going to do is we'll do the mouth. So you can take and draw a line like this from here. So I'm taking that. And then we're going to go up and kind of go up like that. And then you come down. See how I kind of come down a little bit? And you just kind of go like that. Just like that. You know, the proportions, don't worry too much about them, but I'm just showing you some techniques, and over time you'll be able to make these better and better. And in some later shows, I'll show you how to get the proportions more exact, and that way you can get more detail. I do want to use a tool that, these tools can be bought in any art store right here. And there's one tool in this package that I especially like, this one right here. We've used it in the past. And it's got like a triangular head, and we can use that to scoop out the eyes. And that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. So we go over to the dog right here, and just kind of take and scoop, go in there and scoop these eyes out. And then that piece of clay that we took out, we'll keep it. And I'm going to do the same thing over here again. See, Watch how I just kind of scoop that out. Like that. And then I'll just try to make sure that I did it the right size. And see. So now what we want to do is, you know the clay that we scooped out? We're going to take that now, and I'm going to use that to make the eyes. We'll just take this. We're going to roll them into like little balls. See, I'm taking these little, see the little tiny balls, and then we're going to place those back into the eye sockets. So I'm going to take this, see that? Just kind of place that back in there like that. And then I'm going to place it on the other side also. And then what we do is we can take the toothpick, and I'll try to push that eye back in. Just like that. Just like that. So now what I would do here is we're going to make the eye itself. So I'm going to take and put the point in like this. See that? I put that in, and then we're going to take and do it on the other side. I'm going to show you. Take the toothpick and go in like that. And there are the eyes. So the next step in the process that we want to do is we want to create the feet. So I'm going to show you, we're going to take, you kind of pull the feet out. See this? You just take and pull the feet out a little bit like this. And then you're going to do the same thing on this side. Just like that. See, I'm pulling it out. And then we're going to do the same in the back. See, I'm just kind of pulling that out like that. And then we're going to do this here. Just like that. And then, in order to make the paws, I'm going to take this and I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. Then do 1, 2, 3. And then we'll do the same for the back. Do 1, 2, 3, and then the very back. 1, 2, 3. So you can kind of see the little paws that we made there. So that's what we were intending to do. And then what I also like to do too is poke a hole in the bottom of the dog with the toothpick to let if there's any gas or anything in there, this will keep the clay from cracking when it's fired in the oven. So I'll just make a couple of holes. And now what we do is we'll proceed to make the fur. So for the fur, what we want to do is see this? We're going to take the toothpick and just do like little short strokes and go all the way around. We're going to do the face, the ears. See how I'm doing the ears? Just take little short strokes like that. And you're going to do the neck. Just kind of little short strokes like this. And you're going to do the body. I'll just show you different portions that you need to do. I won't do the entire dog at this point, but I'll just show you. See how I'm just kind of making all those marks? Do you want to do the legs? Just like that. And you're going to do all around, even on the inner side. And I'll show you what the dog shall look like when you're done. See this dog here, little puppy? See how I get all the fur made? You know, you get the legs, and then you do the inner part of the legs, the front, the face. See, I got all the back, the tail, and that's what you want to do for the dog. Now we're ready to paint the dog. So I'll show you how to paint it, and I'll show you the colors that we need. Put that aside. These are acrylic paints, which can be bought in any art store, and I'll show you the colors that we need. We're going to have black. Let's see. We'll use a little brown, a little tan, and then we'll use a little white. I want to look at my dog that I painted last night, see what I have the white, the tan. Oh, then I think I needed orange for the eyes. And those are the colors that we'll need. I'll proceed to put these aside so they're not in the way. And we'll paint the dog. I have several brushes here. I'll show you which ones I like to use. A lot of times I want to get one with a point to do the eyes. I think like this one here seems to have a pretty good point tonight, so I'll use that to kind of dab the eyes. I'll use another one, another smaller brush here to kind of paint the eyes, this size brush here. I will use this other brush here to kind of paint the white underside of the dog. And then for the body, I'll probably use this brush here. So we'll get started, and I'll see if I can open the black first, and I'll try to do the eye. Okay, so what we're going to do, so I'm just going to take, just where I made the little hole, I'm going to dab it ever so slightly. You do the same thing on this side. And then, I will come back to do more black on that dog, but I want to do some other stuff first. Let's see, we'll do the orange for the eyes. Let's see. And what I want to do is just go around the, right, just dab these a little bit. You know, don't worry if you get a little too much paint on there. We can always go over it with some other stuff later. But I just put a little orange in each eye, trying to go around the black. And we will proceed to do the white. I want to do the underside of the dog. We'll do that. So we're going to paint the underside of the dog right here, and you're going to go back and forth like this, back and forth, back and forth. And then what we're going to do is we want to paint the inner part of the legs white. See how I'm doing that? And then we can do the inner part here, the white color. Do that here on this side, just going to dab it. And then I want to also do the white underside here. For that. And I'll show you with the other dog how much we painted the white, and then we'll use the other colors like tan, and I think I'll use this again for the tan color. I'll show you we want to take the tan, and now what we want to do is we want to paint around the feet. See this? I'm kind of painting the bottom. just like that. You kind of go almost all, yeah, go all the way around, just like that. We're going to do that for all four legs. Going to just go like that, and go all the way around, just like that, and do that. And then we're going to do this side. Do that. And we'll do that. And then we also want to paint up around the ears. Here we'll do the tan color. And right around here, you want to paint the facial area like that. So I'm just kind of painting that. I think you can get a better view of it that way. And then the other color that I'm going to use is black. Let me get that again. So for the black, we're going to paint kind of like the nose area. Kind of dab that like that. We'll kind of just do the nose like that. So we're just kind of doing that. Doing that, and just like that. And then we want to paint the back like this. See, I'm painting this. We'll paint the rest of the dog black around here. And I'll just show you a little bit more. And we're going to do the other side here. And you're going to paint all the way around the dog in that manner. Just like that. And I will show you, I was just showing you how to paint that. I'll show you what the finished product will look like. This dog here, what I did, see how I got the nice black snout, the orange eyes with the black. I got the tan. And then I did dab it a little bit with brown last night to give it a more realistic effect. You see how I got all the underside is white? See how I did that? And then I wanted to have the tan for each one of the legs. And, so that's what the finished dog will look like. The little German Shepherd puppy. So I do hope you enjoyed the show Creations in Clay tonight, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. And goodbye for now. Thanks for coming.